Alright, what's up, nephews? It's your favorite Unk. Welcome to Scroll 57. It's about 2:24 p.m. right now. I'm sitting outside on my balcony, and bro, it is snowing like crazy. Snow everywhere. Trees coated, cars buried, the whole world quiet. Deadass a winter wonderland in this bitch. Before I even get into anything, make sure you follow the podcast and leave a rating if you haven't already. That shit really does help keep this thing moving. And special shout out to my YouTube nephews too. I see y'all. I haven't forgot about y'all. I'm not gonna lie, today feels beautiful. Snow days always hit different, especially the first real one of the year. Watching the snow fall slowly, watching it quietly coat the world and make everything feel brand new. That shit does something to me. It's peaceful in a way that feels rare now, like the world finally slowed down without asking permission. But then reality creeps in, because everybody at work been talking about how this snow is supposed to turn into ice. And once people start saying, ice storm, the stories come out. Nashville in the 90s, power out for a week, trees snapping, whole neighborhoods cooked. And I ain't gonna lie, hearing all that had me thinking like, oh fuck, because when the power goes out, you're not just inconvenienced, you're back in the 1800s again. No heat, no lights, no microwave, no comforting hum of electricity. Just cold, darkness, and silence. I was sitting there thinking, how am I gonna heat my food? How am I gonna heat my apartment? What about light? And that thought alone sent me straight back to Hurricane Katrina. Lights out for weeks. That kind of darkness where night doesn't feel normal. It feels threatening. Like the dark is watching you back. And that's when it hit me. Nigga, I need candles. Because when the power goes out and you don't have candles, the darkness gets loud. It messes with your head. So this morning, soon as the snow started falling heavy, I put my coat on and walked straight to Publix. Praying they weren't sold out. Low-key anxious, like, please don't let everybody be smarter than me. Found candles, grabbed them, and instantly felt like I leveled up as a human being. I'm prepared now. Whatever happens, happens. And listen, I am stocked. Yesterday I worked a 10-hour shift and didn't have the energy to do full apocalypse prep, so I improvised. I saw a sign that said, Sonic, half-price cheeseburgers, and I said, God provides. Got a meal for the night. Then grabbed 4 extra cheeseburgers on the side, told my roommate to bring pizza home, got wine on top of the fridge. Popcorn chicken in the fridge too. If I die this weekend, it won't be from ice. It'll be from cholesterol. I am good. So now I'm back inside, snow still falling, watching old WWE, and honestly feeling like the universe gave me permission to be a bum today. Which is dangerous, because if you give me permission to be a bum, I won't move, I'll rot peacefully. But yeah, today feels calm, grounded. Yesterday fucked with me. I'm not gonna lie. I was genuinely disgusted, like disappointed in humanity type disgusted. Because I support anybody chasing their dreams, anybody trying something new, anybody risking embarrassment, anybody stepping into the unknown. You get my respect, always. But man, the culture of hate right now is insane. Gen Z might be the most hater-friendly generation I've ever seen. Social media made everybody brave, but not courageous. Brave enough to talk shit. Too scared to try anything themselves. Seeing what Kai been going through hit me hard. Reading the comments was exhausting. Hate for breathing, hate for reading, hate for trying. Nigga can't exist without getting flamed. And for someone like me, that's my worst nightmare. Publicly trying, publicly growing, publicly sucking at something before you get good. That shit shook me. I was quiet at work, not joking, not laughing, just thinking like, damn, this world kinda sucks. What really messed me up was seeing people who defended him get flamed too, called dick riders. So now support is lame. Have we lost the plot entirely? Because imagine being 13 or 14 and reading that. You'd never try anything again. The world rewards people who don't risk shit and punishes the ones who do. That's a cold realization. But I believe in Kai. I think this is the most important pivot of his life, and he has to keep going, keep documenting, keep posting, keep getting flamed. Because eventually the hate gets tired, and when that switch flips, the same people hating now will pretend they always believed. That's how this shit works. And if you're listening to my scrolls and hating on somebody for trying something new, you're not my nephew. Deep-fried logic is for thinkers, builders, people with ambition. This shit is anti-hater culture. And that brings me to something that's been sitting in the back of my mind for a while now. Life after the face reveal. Not for y'all, though. I feel like it'd actually be easy to reveal my face to y'all. I genuinely think I look exactly how you'd expect me to look. If you've been listening to these scrolls for months, the voice, the cadence, the humor, the way I don't think the face would shock anybody. It'd probably feel like, oh yeah, that makes sense. What really makes me nervous is the outside world. My Nashville people, my high school people, the people who grew up with me but have no idea what I've been building. That's the part that feels weird. Because to some of y'all listening right now, I already exist as a bigger version of myself. You've been living in this universe with me for 8 months. But to people back home, it's gonna be like, wait, you've been doing what? I haven't posted on Instagram in over a year. From the outside looking in, it probably looks like I disappeared, like I stalled, like I wasn't doing shit. And I'll never forget this one moment. This was before deep fried logic, back when I was posting skits. That was my first real step into putting myself out there, like actually challenging how people had seen me my whole life, taking a risk on being perceived differently. And if you've ever posted comedy when people already think they know you know how that goes. You look goofy first. You look corny before you look confident. But I kept posting anyway. Hundreds of skits. I'm talking a real volume. There was this girl I'd known since childhood, not a random. Somebody who really knew me growing up. She followed me on Instagram, watched my stories, saw every skit come across her feed. Never liked one, never commented, never showed love at all. You notice little shit like that. So one day we go out to eat, just catching up, talking about life. And she asks me what I've been up to. I tell her I've been doing comedy. She looks at me and says, "Oh, so you really doing that?" And I ain't snap, I ain't say nothing crazy. But inside, that shit rubbed me the wrong way. Because what do you mean, really doing that? You've been watching me do it. You've seen me post over and over again. You've seen the consistency. You've seen the effort. You just didn't respect it yet. You thought I was a cornball. You thought it was a phase. You thought it wasn't serious enough to support. And now that I'm sitting across from you in real life, now it's, oh, that's cool. Now it's, damn, let me go subscribe. That's the part that felt fake to me. People who don't fuck with you until it looks acceptable. Until the aesthetics make sense. Until it feels safe to acknowledge. That moment stuck with me. Because it taught me early that some people don't support the vision. They support the outcome. And I never forgot who was quiet when I was loud first. And that's why the face reveal feels like a death. Because once those two worlds collide, deep fried logic and my real identity, some friendships are gonna die instantly. Some people are gonna switch up. Some people are gonna act like they always believed. And that moment, that's not just a reveal. That's the death of the kid version of me. Once that line is crossed, there's no going back. But then I check myself. Why am I even nervous? We're 25. We graduated 7 years ago. We don't even hang out like that anymore. That friend group I'm worried about doesn't even exist. It's an illusion. And once I sit with that, the fear loses its grip. Now let me pivot before I spiral too hard. There's a UFC fight tonight. My roommate inviting somebody over. We're gonna drink some beer, watch the fights, vibe out. And yeah, being snowed in with a girl would have been nice. And let's be honest, when a man says that, he means sex. All day. That's it. But I'm locked in right now. Still celibate. Haven't been with a woman since August. Once women enter my world, my emotional bandwidth shifts. I don't have room for that right now. Deep fried logic is still a baby. 8 months in. This is grind time. Now LA. I've been talking to a friend out there, asking about neighborhoods, walkability. She laughed. Said, "Nigga, you don't walk in LA like that." Told me I'd get pressed. Asked where I'm from. If I say Nashville, I'm getting side-eyed immediately. I said, damn, that's why I need nephews in LA. Protect Unc. I'm not built for being pressed. That move's still far away, though. Probably renting a room in some shared house. College 2.0. Scary, lonely, necessary. Hopefully there's some fellow creatives who live there too. And my mama already prepping me. Ice storm coming. I call her like, "Mama, what should I do?" She said, "Boy, you 25. Figure it out." And hung up. That shit hurt. But she's right. That's how you grow. Eventually, I already know I'm gonna do this same shit to my kids. Because when this shit becomes a success, when deep fried logic really turn into what I know it's gonna turn into. And my son looking at me like, damn, my daddy rich. Nah, nigga, you're not riding my coattail. I'll give you guidance. I'll give you connections. I'll open doors if I can. But becoming somebody, that part is on you. I already ran my race. You gotta forge your own legacy in whatever field that is. And sometimes I really sit with that thought, like, damn, what the fuck are my kids gonna be like if I'm their dad? That's scary, because I don't know what their personality gonna be. I don't know how stubborn they're gonna be. I don't know what demons they're gonna have. The only thing I know for sure is this. I just want them to be real niggas. And when I say real nigga, I don't mean tough. I don't mean loud. I don't mean feared. I mean a good person. Somebody with morals. Somebody who stands for what's right. Somebody who got integrity when nobody watching. Honestly, bro, that's all I truly want. Because one of the worst thoughts in the world is this. Imagine finding out your kid a murderer. Like, really sit with that. You raised this person. You fed them. You taught them. You loved them. And now they a headline. Because deep fried logic, that's my creation, yeah. But your kids are your ultimate creation. That's your bloodline walking around with free will. Imagine your bloodline getting erased from normal society. Because your kid caught a murder charge. That shit is devastating. And my heart would break for my kid too. Because now I'm looking at you like, what the fuck you going to jail for, nigga? I didn't raise you to go to jail. I didn't raise you for court dates. I didn't raise you for commissary. And I definitely didn't teach you booty blocking technique for when you drop the soap. So now you in there unprepared, lost, confused, cheeks vulnerable. And that's on me, because I didn't teach you that shit. So yeah, it's gonna be some shit, man. Before I wrap this up, I gotta tell y'all something that made me pause. My boy gave me a push-up board. I bring it to work sometimes. There's this older white dude who comes in, cool guy, but he has Alzheimer's. One day he sees the board and asks how many push-ups I can do. I say 80. Next day he walks in and goes, "Push-ups, go." And I did them. All 80. He fist bumped me. I came home and told my roommate. My roommate goes, "So, a white man told your black ass to perform, and you did?" And I froze, because damn, that sounds crazy. But then again, the nigga got Alzheimer's. How many memories he even got left? Do we let him enjoy the show? I don't know. Y'all tell me. That confusion, that discomfort, that, wait, am I wrong, feeling? That's comedy. I'll let y'all sit with it. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up before this ice tries to end civilization. Do the right thing. Keep God first. Be a real nigga. And don't stop. Because once you stop, your dreams stop. Pray this ice don't take the power. Unc loves you.